What is up, everybody? It's your favorite white boy back to the Scafoli Show. I am back, and I know you guys missed me and my Omega-ness, because everybody does. Everybody misses us. I know. It's like a crime to humanity. It's a crime. It's a crime. I understand. But, guys, Bad Batch Friday. KaitylnTheSith is here. StarWars Rick, that's on 16%. Domtober is here. We might lose Rick along the way, but we got him. It's okay for now. Bad Batch Friday, episode 7, Battle Scars, guys. We were reading tweets. I was reading tweets all last night about this episode and to the season finale, and people are saying it's great. And you know how people say it from the show because they do the show and they do the music and they produce the show, they direct the show, and we're just sitting there, I'm reading the tweets. I'm like, oh, this is going to be awesome. Reading them out loud to my friends. They're like, yeah, well, we'll see what happens. And then they hit with Battle Scars, and it's a 10 out of 10. Loved it so much. Cried a little, cheered up a little because of you. You always make me cry. But it was a good episode. So, let's break it down, my friends. Anything you guys want to discuss before I break it down? Or when I break it down, you guys just jump in and attack me like hounds?
We'll attack you. We'll attack you.
Oh. Go for it. Break it down. Break it down. Break it
down. So we find the Bad Batch on another Sid mission to find a lizard. Don't know what they want to do with that green lizard, but they're on a mission to find that lizard, and they found it. And they return to Sid, and Sid is talking to them about all the fees, the docking fees, the port fees, the bathroom fees, like every fee she could possibly come to. We see a little Wrecker and Omega go off on a little friendship bested friends day, and after every mission they must do this, and they get little Mantell mix, and I want it. When I saw that scene, I literally cheered, and I was like, Uncle Wrecker's taking such good care of my daughter.
No.
Such good care. But we also see when we walk into Sid's place, wherever that place is called, we see someone looking at them. And we see that cloak from last episode. We don't know who it is yet, but we see eyeballs. So we hear blasters go off, and it's none other than our favorite clone. My favorite clone. I don't know if it's your favorite clone. Captain Rex. I literally screamed, shouted, and let it all happen. Thank you.
I called it, right? I think I called it last episode. I think I said it could be Rex wearing robes. I believe.
No, I think we all said that. Said that.
Well, I think we were saying Rex or Ahsoka last.
Yeah, or Bail Organa.
Yeah, Bail Organa.
Yes. Oh, Bail Organa, yeah. Okay, okay.
I would understand Bail Organa more because he wears the robes he doesn't dress in none other than robes, I feel like, Bail Organa.
But you see, I love how they deceived us because, you got to think about it. The whole narrative of the show, everybody's saying Bail Organa, all other characters were talking about that it doesn't fit in that narrative right now because this is just the beginning of Order 66. So you have to really look and go deep. That's why if it was Ahsoka, it would have screwed up the entire timeline and the entire story of Ahsoka if she showed up at that particular point. Rex, they kind of retconned a little bit of Rex's story on what happened, and they brought him back into the fold, which is pretty cool. I'm glad they did, but I'm happy that it was Rex and nobody else because you would have had to explain all these different theories, why he's here, why that's there, and more retconning of stories that we already know. So
yeah, and especially
it was good.
Who said it? I think it was Echo that said it, or Tech. Oh no, Tech said it because he knew, and then he said all Imperial files say that you're dead, Rex. You died on mission. So now it goes back to the book, the Ahsoka book, where they dug the graves and they faked their death. So right there, it's like, okay.
No. Chris got a phone call.
I put it on, but you know what's the problem? I put it on Do Not Disturb, and it still rang.
Still? Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know. It is very weird. I put it on Do Not Disturb. So back to what I was saying. So they did do that. They mixed it in with the book a little, but not really. Yeah, they did. Yeah, because it says in the book. If I read correctly, it does say that in the book. They faked their deaths. What am I saying? What the hell am I saying? I got the call now. I'm like focused on the call. Who called me? So sorry. So Rex tells them that they don't have Tech says they still have their chips in their head, and Rex gets very worried, which I would have been worried too. I would have been like, stay away, don't touch me, and then even with Omega knew Rex was a Generation 1 clone from the line.
Yeah. That was
and from when she looked into his eyes too, she could check.
Yeah.
She could tell. So that's why she's very special. There's a lot more to her. You're gonna find out in more episodes.
And
I'm hoping.
I always say she's Force sensitive, but she could be more powerful than Force sensitive. Like, I don't know. I think she's very special. I don't think she could be Force sensitive, but she also could not be Force sensitive. She could be like, well, how can I put it, like not a Mortis god, but like something in that realm, because she's very special. She knows a lot, and she's only been around like 10 years of her life. So it's like, how do we really know who she really is? Like, I think she is Force sensitive, but I think she's also more special than more clones, because I think she's aging like Boba. I think because she doesn't look like the other clones. She doesn't look like Rex. She's very different.
Can I say one thing real quick? I don't know. It's leading to a fact that maybe she's part cyborg, or maybe she's part robot. Like, she has robotic like sensors. Like, she's a droid and a clone. Maybe she could be a mixture of something. I'm not going with the Force sensitive thing. Because everybody all of a sudden they have some power. They're Force sensitive. There's got to be other explanations of what a character is, because that being Force sensitive, then everybody's gonna be Force sensitive. Oh, this one's Force sensitive. That one's Force sensitive. To be truly unique, she might be the first hybrid of a clone and a droid that they combined, and DNA. So it could be something different. That's why when she looked in Rex's eyes, she could tell what he is. She's getting the data. She gets data. She's human, but she has cyborg and droid. She's built. Her system is built like that. Because
I think she has the features. No, I think she has the features of a cyborg, but not like the body parts of it. Because she says even on the ship, she doesn't have a chip. So if she doesn't have a chip, that tells you right there, she's not connected to any like hookup, like I don't know how to say the word. Well, cybernetics. That's what I was getting at. So she can be like, I understand what you're saying, and I kind of agree with that. But I don't think, like, if I shoot her or someone shoots her, she's gonna bleed out. She's not gonna have the like the wires and stuff.
But you know what? We'll see what happens. Like Aliens, like the movie Alien.
If aliens start coming down in Star Wars, Dom, I'm not.
No, but I'm saying, what's the character that played the cyborg in the original Alien? That he was human cyborg. So who's to say that Star Wars took a little page? Alien took a little. Yeah, Star Wars took a little page out of Alien and did something like that, because there are a lot of references to other movies, sci-fi movies in Star Wars. So that's another theory. Like I said, I reach for these theories, and sometimes the theories might catch and sometimes they won't. But because there's a lot, like the whole Force sensitive thing, it does get played out that if she's Force sensitive, all right, fine, then she's truly special. But we've had that before. Grogu, Force sensitive. He's a child. They have another child, Force sensitive. Jason Syndulla. Spectre 7. He is Force sensitive because he's part the Jedi. So there's got to be something different. Cloning. Remember the clones. Look, I'm looking forward to see what the clones' next step in the evolution of clones are going to be, so they can get paid from the Empire and let them. But I think she's more. Omega's something else, and hopefully we find out sooner than later. I hope it don't wait to the end of the season and then it ends in a cliffhanger and have to wait a year later. I hope they like mention it maybe before the end of the season on what she truly is. You know, and then again, she could be just a regular clone, like you said, and she's just an enchant clone that has more features than a regular clone does. But
Correct. Right,
she's got some abilities.
I think she agrees with that. If you're force sensitive, would you tell me? Yeah. All right, she would tell me. So yeah.
She would.
Right. She would.
She would.
She would. I know she would. So, Wrecker. Hunter tells Rex to calm down, and we head to Braca. We know Braca. If you play the Jedi Fallen Order game, I don't know if you guys do, but I did. Braca was the planet where all the Republic ships were destroyed and like maybe remade. I think they were remade, if I'm not correct, right, Rick? Into like
destroyed.
Imperial stuff, or no?
Into Imperial?
Like the Empire, or no? They were just destroyed.
Yeah, they were destroyed. That's what we know.
Oh, okay. And we saw Cal Kestis and his friend work on the planet, and then his friend, Cal. I love Cal. I love Cal Kestis. I really hope we see him in the Bad Batch, but he'll be Omega's age. And we'll see if he lands on Braca. Maybe he'll help the Bad Batch out next week. I don't know. I hope so. Probably not, because that's not how Star Wars works with me. But I really hope we see a young Cal Kestis. I love Cal. He's one of my favorites. His lightsaber hilt is like one of my favorites.
That would be amazing to see. Yes.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Love his hilt so much. So we head to Braca, and Omega says she doesn't have the inhibitor chip in her, which I loved. I was like, yeah, she doesn't. I told you fuckers. I knew it. I was pumped for that. I was pumped. So ready for that. Loved every minute of it. And while Tech is making his headpiece for Wrecker to take the chip out of all their heads, they head to Braca, and we see the scene that we saw in the trailer of the Bad Batch when they look off at the Jedi cruiser. And Rex said, I taken my headpiece. I always say headpiece. The chip out of my head from that thing. So let's get right into the medical bay. And even, I think it was Echo or Tech that asked him, how did he get that chip out of his head? And he said he had help. I wanted him to say Ahsoka, but I don't think Rex will give up Ahsoka. Not yet. Not yet, because she's in hiding. No one's supposed to know she's alive. Just like Obi-Wan.
Do you see the scene where Rex was on the fence? He had his gun. Your chips aren't out, and he had his gun. He was about to shoot, gun blazing, because he was ready. You know, knowing that the chips weren't there, that is dangerous. So that's why he wasn't about to give up any Jedi. Ahsoka. That's why I'm glad Ahsoka didn't show up, because Danny would have threw everything off. They're in hiding. All the Jedi are in hiding right now. Yeah.
So, for now, until I come out and save the world. They don't know that yet.
Well, definitely.
Until I start slicing clones that I don't want to, but they turn against me, you know. Then I gotta show them what the Kung Fu Panda style motion is. You know? No?
Until Star Wars Rick comes out, and then just...
And then Star Wars Rick next to me. And we just start battling the clones like Yoda and Obi-Wan and Revenge of the Sith when we go back to Coruscant.
I'm thinking
just
one
like
thing.
that.
You know, now that they got the chip out of the clones, right? Now Crosshair got to get his chip out. Do you think that his chip is going to get destroyed by someone shooting at him? Is going to hit him in the head and destroy the chip? He's going to get like glazed off the top of his head when because they got to take him to a medical bay to take the chip out. You know, where they're going to do it, unless he loses the chip that way or he sacrifices himself. You know, but
we're definitely going to have definitely an Empire episode next week.
Definitely,
because we know the Scavenger Guild found Hunter at the end
and reported them.
So we know that's going to happen. Crosshair's definitely going to come back. I don't think they'll remove the chip from his head. If they do, I would love that, but I don't think they want it that easily, that how he's going to remove his chip, Crosshair, even if he does or doesn't. Because they're on Braca. I don't think they're moving from Braca, actually. I think we're going to, after Rex leaves, the next episode will start right there as they try to escape. But the Empire's already there. And then Crosshair comes, battles his friends, and we see clone on clone action.
Yeah.
And I think we won't see Crosshair remove his chip. If we do, I would love that.
No.
But I don't think we'll see him get his chip removed at all. This next episode. I don't know. In further episodes, we'll see it.
If
Did
the
you
action
guys get the
happens right
vibe?
there? Oh,
Yeah. It could. No. Go ahead.
if the action happens right there, we could see like they kind of like make a diversion where they split Crosshair's group from him, and then they like team up against him, and then like make him like unconscious, and then they could go to another similar place where they could take out the chips right then and there. That could be one thing.
Yeah.
If that happens.
But I loved how Rex had his gun on stun. He didn't shoot.
Yes.
And I love that because I was like, oh, if he shoots Wrecker or he shoots the Hunter or whoever, like he's on guard, I hope he doesn't shoot with the blaster. So he set it on stun, which I loved. I was like, that's just why Chris likes you. This is why. This is why.
He said it himself. He said he can't shoot his brothers, not anymore. Like this is just him trying to survive, really, and just he's been hurt so much already.
Rex, and you can see Rex's like face, like he's like drains, he's tired, like he's like, it's like, come on, give me a break.
I think he's very relieved to see the Bad Batch though, because he talks about how it's rare to see clones that have been able to resist the inhibitor chips. Yeah. So I was really excited that they dropped Rex in this episode because I think it's foreshadowing to more of the Bad Batch's further storyline, hopefully through season 1, where, he did tell... Uh-oh, we lost Dom. He did tell the Bad Batch that he thought that their specific skills would definitely come in use. So I was like, foreshadowing, more foreshadowing. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, another foreshadowing moment was like when he was like on his comm, right, and he was just contacting the others,
talking to somebody.
Yeah, talking to someone. So just knowing we have Dom back. Just knowing like there's more people out there, And
I really think, because in the Revenge of the Sith, you see a deleted scene with Bail Organa talking to Padme about a rebellion. I don't think Bail Organa is in on the rebellion yet. Maybe he is because they did start it together, Padme and Bail. Not started, but they talked about it just in case.
Right.
So I don't know if these are the first steps of the rebellion coming, because Saw Gerrera, we know Saw Gerrera is part of the rebellion. We didn't know Ralpha and Trace were part of the rebellion.
Right.
Now they're getting into it, and even Rex. Like, we see Rex and Rebels just hiding out with Wolf and Gregor like he didn't fight for the last 10 years until the Empire, is over, So it's weird to see that now, where he's like, I'm in the fight for the Republic, but the Republic isn't around. But he says everybody's around. Like, there's more people out there with our cause, Like, there's more clones. Now, I'm thinking, after the episode, I really thought, when I saw Wrecker's, Wrecker is a special clone, and we know Wrecker did Good Soldiers Follow Orders, which was sad, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Commander Wolf has the same eye as Wrecker. So, is Wolf immune to the inhibitor chip, and we don't have to see him get removed? I don't know how Gregor was. I don't remember Gregor. He was in the Clone Wars, but I don't remember him he was around Wolf, Cody, Commander Bly, and Rex were. So I don't know if Gregor's special too, but Wolf is kind of special because he has no eye. He only has one eye. I don't know if that makes him special, but in Rebels he says we all got our chips removed.
Yeah.
And he points to his head. So
I want to interject. So I don't think Wolf would be immune because even Rex wasn't immune, right? So I think the Bad Batch is the only exception to the rule so far. That's my theory.
And look, we're gonna probably
go ahead, Tom.
No, we're gonna probably run into more clones along the way. You have to maybe look. They might run into Gregor and Wolf in the Bad Batch season, you might see Rex again towards the end of the season, because hey, look, Rex finding more clones is a big thing, and like I said, in Rebels, when you've seen Rex come back, you don't know about what happened to Bad Batch. Bad Batch might be gone by the time Rebels happens. We don't know. They might have just went into hiding. Like now with all these shows that are coming out, like Cassian Andor, you've seen Saw Gerrera's coming back in Cassian Andor series, and also they're bringing back Krennic. So they're bringing back a lot of the characters from the show. Maybe the Bad Batch will show up in the Obi-Wan show, because it takes place 10 years before A New Hope. So you might see them in there, live action, and you might also you might see them in the Endor, because it's 5 years before A New Hope. So give or take, one of these shows are going to have somebody in it, and one of these clones are coming in live action. We know that Rex is around because they made it state that he was in Return of the Jedi at the end on the Forest Endor, that his character was there. So he's around.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Hopefully we see him in live action sooner than later.
I hope so.
It'll
I
be
hope
fun.
you see Captain Rex. I love Rex. I really love Rex. He's the bomb.
Yeah.
But we get now to Wrecker.
I got that on pre-order.
Which one? That one?
Oh no, he's got this one on pre-order.
Oh.
This was the SDCC 2019 exclusive, I believe.
It was the convention one, right?
Oh,
yes.
Rick, by the way, I got a couple of Black Series figures that I'll send you personally to get you going on your collection. Because
oh, that's so nice.
Because I'm not in love with if I'm not in love with it a lot, I want to see somebody happy with them, because I have a whole bunch of them that are unopened and open ones that are sitting around doing nothing, and I'd rather see somebody that would want them to be happy with them, and to give it to somebody that would definitely enjoy them. So,
what's going on? I'm sorry, I lagged a bit.
That
was so good, Dom. I was like, this is really nice right now. And Rick's like, what did you say? I really don't care. I was lagging.
Nah.
I can't hear.
No, Rick, you hear me? You hear me now?
Okay, I can hear you guys now.
You
guys are
okay.
Good.
I said I had a couple of Black Series figures that I'll send to you personally, because I'm not in love with them anymore. Yeah, to you, because you're getting started in your collection.
Oh my God.
Another Rick. to Rick and Morty.
Oh my God! Wow, I really appreciate that.
Yeah. So
at
the end, down the road, just give me your address and I'll mail them to you.
That means so
That's
much to me. You have no
sweet.
idea. You have no idea. Thank you so
and
much.
I
Dom.
send you all guys my hug, an air hug for free.
Air hug.
For free.
For free.
So nice of you, Chris. I'll accept it.
Thank you. At least someone.
That's so nice.
But getting that with Wrecker.
You're gonna be turned up.
What happened, Rick?
Oh, yeah. I was actually about to refer to that. You guys are about to make me tear up, just like how I was this morning when I saw Wrecker apologizing to Omega. But just,
oh my God, that killed me.
It
killed me.
Explain the part, Chris. Explain the part.
I cried.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
but I knew for a second, like, he was gonna turn, but I knew they were gonna turn him back. I knew that. So when it happened, I feel like when he put the piece on Wrecker's head, I think it made him more activated than what they were supposed to do, because he didn't want it on his head, and it kept hurting him. So I was like, oh damn, he's gonna say good orders. So good orders. No,
good soldiers.
Good soldiers follow orders. There we go.
But he actually said something else. You are disobeying objectives.
Yes.
Order 66.
66.
Yeah.
Traitors.
He said
You're all traitors.
Yeah, traitors. Exactly.
So, and I love that scene. I like the scene a lot. I don't like what happened, but I like when he first commenced Order 66. You heard that, like, in like a movie, you hear when someone gets injected with something and they don't have their eyes open yet. You thought they're dead, and it goes silent, and then all of a sudden their eyes pop open. it was like a pin drop. There was no sound when Wrecker opened his eyes and choked Tech and threw him. And then he just started like firing, and I was like, here we go. And he was like, you're a violation of Order 66. And I was like, oh no. And then Rex tried to stun him, he couldn't stun him. Tech got thrown. No, not Tech. Echo got thrown. Hunter almost died. If Omega didn't save him, Hunter would have died. And this was sad for me with Wrecker chasing Omega, because it's like they have such a unique bond between them.
They do.
And him to go after her, like he doesn't know what he's doing. So it's like, and he has the gun, and he even said good soldiers, like he's stuttering his words because he doesn't want to shoot her. Like he pauses. If you see that moment, he pauses a little, just in time for Rex to stun him. Because if he shot Omega, or like, I would have died. I would have cried more than I cried. Like, I would have been very sad. And I hope he didn't shoot her, and then he gets the chip out of his head, and then regrets killing her. Like, that would have been more sad.
I think she showed so much maturity through that.
She did.
Especially, and I don't want to take this from you, but whenever he got his chip removed and she was like sitting with him, and Rex was like, oh, take Omega to get some air, and she was like, no, I'm staying with Wrecker. And then I was like, oh my god, this is so sweet. And then she sat with him the whole time. Their bond, I love their bond. I think it's adorable, and I think it makes the show awesome. Wrecker and Omega, they're just like Wrecker's like the big, clumsy uncle that just comes around and like makes everybody laugh and hangs out with everybody. And I love his character, and I love her character too. So I'm happy.
It was so good.
It was good.
It really was.
And then I love how she said before, like, he starts to almost shoot her, she goes, Wrecker, but you're my friend. And I died. I was like, good night. See you later. See you later. It's gone. It's gone. I was like, no. Because how she has her voice, even when she was, like, chewing on the mix, she was like, she was like, oh, like I was like, oh, you're so cute when you make noises. You're so cute. Like, stop it. I found her just adorable. I just find my daughter adorable. That's it. That's what I found.
She is.
But after, so Rex takes the chip out of their head, all of them, and back to your scene, Rick. I cried that scene too, because you could see in Wrecker's face, he was like, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I'm sorry. I was like, no, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And look,
you can't believe he did that. Like that's the pace he had. Like, I can't believe I did that. Like, to a child like that he loved. So to me, that was just very emotional. I was tearing up. It was like 7 in the morning. I was already tearing up. It was way too early. But my feelings.
I'm tearing up right now.
Oh my god, you guys. We're all going to cry on screen for you too.
I had a tear at 3 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep, and that's how I watched it. I was up like at 3:30 this morning. I got up, and I was on the couch, and I was watching. I said, let me put it on. And I was able to watch it with no interruptions, because for some reason, Disney Plus keeps booting you out because everybody's watching it at the same time.
Yeah.
And it booted out one time. And when I put it back on, it came back on. I watched it straight through. But it was very emotional, very good. I wanted to watch it again before I got the stream, just to watch it again. But I'll probably watch it again a little bit later on tonight.
I watched it 5 times already. It's all right.
That's awesome. Hey, thank you. Watched it for me. There you go.
I watched it for Kate, I watched it for Rick, and I watched it for Dom. And then me. And then Omega. All you guys are complete. I just have to watch it now for Grogu and Ahsoka, and we'll be all set for the day. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Recco's in. I cannot speak today.
Recco.
Recco was a good name.
I liked
I like
it.
that character.
Recco. Cannot speak today. So Rex goes on to tell Hunter if he's ever.
Chris got a phone call. Another one. First we lost Dom. Rick's phone is at like 10%, and now Chris gets two phone calls.
I'm charging it now.
Oh, good. Good.
I wish I could stop my phone call. I wish I could stop. Like, I put, Rick, do not disturb means not call people, right? And, like, block the calls. It doesn't work.
Look,
it should work.
You know what you got to do? You know what you got to do? You have to get something else and put your phone aside where nobody can call you, like an iPad or something. Have your phone separate, so when somebody calls, you're like, I'm not even caring about that. I'm looking straight at the pad or computer, because yeah, it happens a lot. You're a popular guy, man. Everybody wants you, man. That's what
I don't know why. I don't like anybody. So like, why does everyone want me? I don't understand things. I don't understand things.
You're always playing hard to get over there, aren't you?
I know.
I don't like anybody.
I love everybody. I do.
Yeah.
I have a soft spot for everybody. Everybody. I do.
Especially with Rick, who you're waiting to wine and dine later, right?
Franklin.
Uh-oh.
Chris is gonna visit me in California.
I am.
Yeah.
Really? Make a stop to see Kaitlyn the Sith while you're on the way.
Oh my God, we can drive up there maybe.
Yeah, come see me. I don't think I'm that far from Rick.
No, you're not.
Well, who's going to Star Wars Celebration in California? Not me, unfortunately.
Not me.
No,
I didn't get tickets, so I don't think I'm going.
Neither did I. I didn't get tickets, and plus they're honoring the people from last year, so there was very limited ticket, and hotel stay was very limited. So maybe in the next couple of years, I'm just, like I said, the crowds to me are. I'd rather just sit home and get all my stuff online. And we lost Chris. Chris is still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just texting back to people.
Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
You're going to have to edit this part out.
I know. Like, it's so bad. It's really so bad.
You're funny, though.
It's do not disturb means don't call.
No, but you have to leave some stuff in there because that's what makes videos. People like a little. You can't have serious videos with having.
Oh no, I leave it in here.
Yeah, I
leave it in. I don't care.
You leave it all in?
Oh yeah, I have an editor that does it.
Kaitlyn's like,
okay.
It's okay. So I'll have to wash my mouth then. Can't be too inappropriate over here.
Is this a PG-13 or a PG NC-17? Okay.
So guys, what do you think is going to happen next week? What, Kaitlyn, your prediction for next week?
Well, interestingly enough, we discussed so much before we even started filming. So I am agreeing with everyone's prediction that I think we're going to have an Empire episode and we're going to see good old Crosshair again.
Please do. Please.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the Empire? Or are you more ready for more Crosshair? Like, what are you?
We just want to see where Crosshair is. That's it.
Yeah, he's been absent for a while. So I'm kind of like, where is he? I want to see him again. Anyway, so that's what I'm hoping for, and I'm pretty sure we've served enough time that that's what's gonna happen. And for like further predictions, like in the future, I'm hoping. I know we were talking about the Ahsoka timeline, but I'm really hoping she pops up soon because I would love to see her.
Kaitlyn, is that your mic by any chance?
I don't know. I hope not.
Or I don't think it's Dom's, and I don't think it's Rick's.
Is it? Maybe it is.
The speaker, I think.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is that better?
Computer.
Yes.
Maybe? Huh. I don't know. Maybe I had this little bulb on it, but you can still hear me.
Yeah.
Like cracking up. Weird.
It sounds like something like crunching, like a crunching.
Yes, like a typing.
Sound.
I thought someone was typing.
Yeah, typing.
But I'm not doing anything. I'm just speaking into it. I'm going to have to get a new one. I'm really sorry about that.
That's all right.
That's weird. Anyway, I'll let somebody else go because clearly you can hear my microphone doing something weird. So I apologize.
Dom, you're up.
I think that for him to show up because you hear me? You know, I think he's good for showing up because it's been a while, and plus it's the 8th episode, which is the mid-season. There's 16 episodes, so maybe something big is going to happen. You know, other than that, we need Crosshairs to make it more compelling. Because, you know, these side journeys are great, but it's the beginning of the Empire. We need the Empire to show up. We need Bad Batch to go on a run, you know, and to try to find safe haven, because you can't keep having these side journeys of doing different things without having the Empire. And you want to know about Order 66 more. And this is the only show that we can find out the Order 66, the in-between, what happened, different aspects of it. And I'm still waiting for that Vader episode. Vader is coming. He is coming. You're going to have that Vader episode towards the end, which will be the season finale, probably. But, yeah, I can't wait for Crosshairs. And one side note, the guys that were on the planet, on the scout at the end, when they call the Empire saying that the Bad Batch was there, did anybody get the feeling of, like, the Sith, the masks that they had on with the hoods?
Yeah, like it looked like Darth Raven.
Yes, that's died. Hey, it might be me. It might be me. Hold on one second.
I'm afraid it might be
hear me now?
I'm not sure.
Now it's me. You don't hear it anymore. You hear it? No.
No, it was you, Rick. It was you, Dom.
It was me. The connection.
Was it?
I don't know.
That's all right. We can't hear it no more, I don't think.
Yeah, no, actually, I don't hear it anymore.
No, me either.
No, okay.
But going back to you, Dom, yes, it reminded me of the Darth Raven helmet.
Masks.
The mask, not the helmet, the mask.
Yeah, and I'm like looking at them, I'm like, wow, these look like Sith, followers and stuff like that. But who knows? They use old stuff anyway, you know.
They're the scrap guild for a reason. The scrap.
That's
guild.
true.
Rick, your predictions.
Caitlin, are you muted? I can't hear you, Caitlin.
Go ahead, she said. I can read mouth.
Yeah.
My predictions. So yeah, definitely we're gonna be seeing the Empire, because that's what they show us in the end of the episode. I have a little hope that, you know, they might have a little diversion between, like, Crosshair's group and him, just to, like, try to get the chip out. Since they're there, if they stay there at Bracca, like, if they catch Clone Force 99 right then and there, and that's pretty much the prediction we'll be seeing. And then I do hope we'll be seeing Captain Rex again, and then hopefully we will also see the person he is talking to, or the group he is contacting with, right? So might be other clones, because like you mentioned earlier, he's like, it's rare for, like, clones not to obey Order 66. Maybe he's already met up with other clones that, who have not obeyed Order 66. So yeah, that's what I'm most interested in and what I'm hoping to see.
And it's hoping to see you too, Rick.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to go back to the Revan thing, because as soon as somebody says Revan, I'm like... Anyway, so I also thought the mask looked very Darth Revan-like, and I was like, is this more foreshadowing? But I don't think so. I will enjoy the small tidbits that I get that look like Revan, but I don't think we're going to see any Revan or Knights of the Old Republic in this series.
It's probably just a callback, because they like to use stuff, and
they
it's
do
just something for shadow. So the Sith Empire had those masks. Not only Revan had it, but so basically it's pretty cool. A little Old Republic in there, and I guarantee if you watch the other shows, the other YouTube channels, they'll mention it. It has to be mentioned, because when you seen it, I was like, oh snap, oh shit. I was like, wow,
right?
I can't believe that they're doing that. I'm like, wow, it's pretty cool.
It is cool.
It is.
That's cool.
And guys, my predictions for next week and the week on and the week forward, I always say it, my daughter's Force sensitive. Captain Rex came true. Ahsoka just needs to come in later on in the series. Not in person, I don't think she will be. Maybe a transmission, definitely.
A hologram.
A hologram. Yeah, why did I say? Yeah. Is transmission the same thing? No, right?
Well, transmission, hologram, same. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
because I was like, I always say hologram, and then I say transmission, and I'm like, I don't even know what the two differences are because they're both the same damn thing.
How about a holographic transmission?
Holograph,
there
yeah.
you go.
There you go. Kayla, those are big words for me, Kayla. Big words.
Good words right there.
I don't like big words. I really don't. I can't even say half of the names of Star Wars. I try, but it's so sad. It's really so sad.
Hey, the same here. I'm with you.
Wait. Chris, can I mention one more thing? I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
No,
Okay, so the creature that grabbed Wrecker, that was the same creature that was in the trash compactor from A New Hope, right? Same one.
No, it's the same species.
Well, not the same one. You know what I mean. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Same species.
That was this. Can I mention?
Please.
That was the same creature in The Mandalorian in the episode with Bo-Katan when the Grogu got taken in, got thrown into the water, and the creature grabbed it.
It's a Dyna.
Yeah. I can't
Diagono? Diagono?
Yeah.
I
Why
believe.
can't we just name everything like Larry and Fred in this show? Like, why do we have to name it Diagono?
Well, look, think about this. Listen,
Oh
they
my
sit at a
God.
table. They sit at a table, put things together like car, for shun. There's a car for shun. They make names out of the air, and they name these things. Or backwards names. That's how they get
Like
the names.
they got my favorite characters, Ahsoka, Grogu, and Omega, are so easy to pronounce. Because if they
Ahsoka
weren't,
is based off of a Japanese
it is.
Ahsoka. So
Grogu's based off of George Lucas,
I guess, yeah.
and Omega is I don't know. I don't know if we know her the name why she came up with Omega, or Omega, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah.
Right? We don't know your name, sweetheart. No. You've been hanging around with Mr. Palpatine because you have the Palpatine hairdo.
No.
I know. I don't want that to happen, but
No more
I hope-
Palpatines.
Listen,
no more.
Listen, and if you're gonna
But
do
what
it,
if
if you're
they
gonna do it,
connect
do it
that,
the right way.
What
Yeah.
if they connect that though? Like with the cloning, you know? I mean, she's a clone, and then maybe they're just trying to connect the sequel some way down along the road.
Well, they did in Mandalorian
Don't
with the
you
clones.
dare.
With the Mandalorian, with the
This
clones
is
at
a
the
theory.
clone
Another
facility.
theory.
Nah, stop that because you get more people doing theories. They're already talking about her being something with Palpatine. I don't want that. Make it
Yeah,
something
me
new.
neither.
No.
No,
No.
I would destroy
No.
everything.
Like, not
I would go to
specifically her.
Lucasfilm and do stuff. Do not. If she is a Palpatine clone, I will come to your house, a Skywalker Ranch, guys, and hurt you.
Oh my god.
Do not make my beautiful daughter a Palpatine clone. Do not. And that's all I gotta say.
Oh my god, I'm scared now. Okay.
Do not do that to her. Because there was a tweet that that had the picture next to Palpatine, and it looks exactly
The way
like.
she stands and the
Yes.
way she's.
Yeah.
Listen, look, there's a connection. They're connecting. Look, we all know that the sequel trilogy is not going anywhere. We all know that. So they're going to connect and make better connective tissue towards the sequel trilogy. So you might see some stuff, but I don't think Omega is definitely a part of the is going to be Palpatine. I hope not. And if they do that, it's a slap in the face because we already got through that. Palpatine could have been great in the sequel trilogy if they did it right.
Yeah.
They didn't do it right, and that's the thing. They made it like Poe Dameron was saying Palpatine is back somehow. They didn't give us any explanations on
Right.
But it just really don't do that. Make connective tissue another way. And the Mandalorian with the cloning facility that they had, that could be the right way. And look, then again, they could change things because they already changed it by taking Grogu. That Luke took Grogu, so they changed the path of the sequel trilogy. Because remember, Luke had Kylo Ren with him, Ben Solo with him, and when he was a child for the Academy, he never had Grogu. Grogu all of a sudden is now part of that Academy that Luke's doing. There's going to be a lot more connective tissue, and they're changing some things here and there. But I just hope not.
I would. Oh, you don't know what I would do. I would be going to California right now. I have a ticket already.
Well, you heard the rumor. I don't know how true it is, but Disney is trying to step away from the Jedi for the time being. They're they're going to do Ahsoka, but they're trying to do more like criminal underworld, more clone, more like war type thing. Get away from the Jedi and the Sith, which is a big mistake. I hope they don't do that. But if you do more like 1313, like the scum and villainy of the Star Wars universe, it can work. But there's only so much you can do. Like you got Boba Fett's show coming out. You have to make it different from the Mandalorian, because the Mandalorian is a ripoff of Boba Fett. I can honestly say that because they made Din Djarin a ripoff of Boba Fett, and I'm going to say that for the record. And a lot of people will be pissed, but that's it. But I see where they're going. But to do things right and to make people happy, please do not make Omega a Palpatine. There you go. End the story.
We don't want to say that word again.
Nope.
No.
We can no longer speak of that word.
Until if it happens, we got to talk about it. But if it doesn't, we never mention it ever again in our puny lives of ours. Right?
Well, listen, you know what? All kidding aside, if it does happen, do something right. Make it meaningful. Make it to a point where it's like, wow, I didn't see that coming. Type of thing.
No, but if they really do it, I'll be really disappointed. I would sit there and watch and be mortified that I'm watching this. Like it wouldn't make sense because she's not evil. She's not.
Well, so neither was Rey.
No,
we don't know.
Yeah, and
Rey was lost. See that whole Rey story? They messed up. They could have did so much with Rey, and more people could have really liked her character if they did it the right way. And that's another thing, you can't just throw a character in there and make her more powerful without training, with all of these things to make her like the #1 Jedi without getting the train. Bless you. My thing, look, I have a lot of issues with things, but like the sequel trilogy could have been so much better. The content that they could have gave us, that I heard, was so much better than what the content they gave us. Just do it right. Look, I love Star Wars, and like I said, I'll never ever trash it for somebody else who loves it. It may not have been my liking, but if somebody else loved it, that's great for them. They, like if a little girl loves Rey, I'm never going to tell her, nah, Rey is this. No, you love Rey? That's fantastic. And that's the way I am. I'm not, like, Star Wars is for everybody. And they did those stories. They did stories with the intention of other things, and we have a new generation of Star Wars fans because of those the sequel trilogy. And like I said, I will never tarnish their feeling of what Star Wars is about. And let's see what goes on now, what they do now with the story. Disney Plus, so much can happen on Disney Plus now. And you know what? I really don't want any more movies, if you ask me. I'd rather just get TV shows. As the TV shows go on.
Animation movies.
They're talking about that, which comes to a point. I really think they should do a Luke animated cartoon based like the Clone Wars animation and Bad Batch animation, and do a Luke show.
And have me voice him. Right down, right on.
Yeah, exactly. You got it.
I think I'm ready for the Domtober trilogy now. I think you should direct it. I think it would be excellent.
Man. Give me that job. I will love that. That'd be a dream come true, just to do that. Just to have something in Lucasfilm. Just to say, I did something. But they need to really get the fandom together. And like I said, all these shows are awesome. It's how you put it out there to get the fandom together. Like, because there's people still thinking that all this is leading to the sequel trilogy. And people are like, why am I going to watch this for? But do it right. Fix a couple of things to make the sequel trilogy acceptable and understandable because of all the plot holes in the movies, the whole trilogy. You do that, you'll find more people loving it, and you'll have a lot of people that were against it kind of like warm up to it. Look, at the end of the day, Star Wars is about love. Star Wars is about family. Everybody's has their view on Star Wars, like we talked before, and that's the way it should be. And people like Rick that are just getting into the thing, he shouldn't be discouraged on what to watch and not to watch. He should embrace it all. And it's up to him who he likes. Nobody can tell him what he has to like. And that's what I don't like about the fandom. You know, and look, being a lifelong Star Wars fan, you know, I just want more peace at the with the whole Star Wars universe, because it's awesome for everyone. And you know, and I want you guys to enjoy it when you get later on in life too, and love things, you know, and not resent it, because there's a lot of people I know, well, kidding aside, that don't like it anymore, saying, you know what, they give up on Star Wars. And I will never give up on Star Wars. I don't care how it turns out. You know, at the end of the day, I got a Boba Fett show. Boba Fett came back, and that was a sign for me to say, finally, my happy place in Star Wars. You know, and I want everybody to have that same feeling. You know, and not walk away from something that made them happy because of all the toxicity in the fandom. You know, and I want people like Rick to really embrace it and enjoy it, because he needs to, you know, and he's just getting into it, and all the positivity of it should go into him to enjoy the characters, the stories, and just the overall universe. You know, and I don't want to see him not like it, and I don't want to see anybody tell him not to like it because of this, A, B, and C. No, like it, love it,
live it.
Get rid of people that are toxic, that tell you not to like it. You know, and that's the way I feel. Okay, my motivational speak is over.
Preach to that.
I feel like when we listen to Dom talk, I look at Kaitlyn and Rick, and we're just like,
yeah, pretty much.
Like we're just like, and Dom's just like giving some motivation, and we're like, yeah, this is what we want.
We're just taking it all in.
This is what we wanted.
Well, you know what it is? Look, like I just feel that, you know, you guys are young, and you guys, you know, you love your Star Wars for the reasons you love it. And me getting older, seeing the way the whole fandom is, it's ridiculous how it turned out, and it's sad because Star Wars is a place to get away from things, like things that have been going on in the real world. You watch Star Wars, it's a far, far away, you know, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You want to get away from this. You want to enjoy things. You want to embrace something that you enjoy, to make you feel happy, for all the bullshit that's going on in real life, and for all that toxic shit in real life to come into the fandom for things that you enjoy. Nah, it's a no-go, man. I'm not part of that, and I'll never be part of that. And yeah, I'll be very truthful to you that I wasn't very keen about the sequel trilogy. You know, it wasn't what I expected in Star Wars, but I didn't hate it. I loved it, and like I said, if any of you have that feel that you love that, that's you, you know, and I'm happy, and that's the way you have to be, real for yourself, you know. And I'm gonna be like, I'm that person that will always be real, and I'll throw my cards on the table, you know, how I feel about things. You know, if I don't like it, I don't like it. If I disagree, I disagree. If I love it, I'm gonna love it. But at the end of the day, I want everybody to embrace. You know, everybody should have their own say and their own love for what they love. And it could be the prequels, it could be the original trilogy, and it could be the sequel trilogy. And at least we're all together with the Bad Batch, the Mandalorian. All the shows are bringing the fandom closer together, you know, and see where it goes, you know. And at the end of the day, I want everybody to pick up a book, write down your feelings and how you feel about Star Wars. There's your homework for the.
That's our homework for next episode.
You know what? I really had notes on all this episode, and my notebook is in the living room. I had a whole breakdown, written it out. I took like an hour to do it, hour and 15. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to say what I usually do. I should really read a script to this. I should really. But it's all right. Next week, I'll do that. Next week, I'll do it. It's always good for next week. So, guys, thank you for joining us. Dom, your motivation is like going to church on a Sunday evening. and getting the Holy Spirit and the Holy Bible. You know, that's how I see it. I really
may the Force be with you, and also with you.
we're just gonna put a wig on you, and you'll be God. You'll be God.
No, I don't want to do that. I just want to be me, you know, and just preach the love of Star Wars to everyone.
And we love that, Dom. You preach it, and you never stop. Preach it.
You got
Preach it. So we gotta go, guys. Kaitlyn, where can everybody find you on the social medias?
KaitylnTheSith on Instagram. I'm only in one place.
She really we really have to get you a Twitter. Can you make Twitter?
I can, but I don't know if I'll behave on Twitter, so I'm just stay on Instagram for now.
We really need you to tweet out your feelings so I can tag you in my tweets and everything.
All right, just for you.
Oh, I'm so loved. I'm so loved. Come on. Rick, where can everybody find you on the social medias?
I should really have like a sign, like probably my letterboard about all my social media. So
you
Instagram,
really should, so we don't have to let you say it.
Instagram, StarWars.Rick. Twitter, StarWars_Rick. Xbox and TikTok, just all caps, Star Wars Rick.
All right, so I'm gonna go add you on Xbox right now. Dom, where can everybody find you on the meteors?
Instagram at Domtober. Just like
we really have to get you a Twitter too.
Instagram, man. I know. I gotta start branching out to other networks. You know, I do have Facebook. I don't use Facebook that much like I used to, and I just got away from a lot of the other platforms. You know, my brother's on Twitter. He keeps telling me go on Twitter. I just, you know, I'm gonna have to branch out as I keep doing videos and keep doing things. I'm gonna have to eventually branch out stuff because, like I said, I do want to do YouTube eventually. You know, I just want to get my bearings and everything organized before I actually start that. You know, and as much as it's a pain in the ass to do a channel, I really looking forward to doing one. So now,
we're looking forward to it. We're looking forward.
Definitely, and I have you guys on. You know, I definitely like you guys were amazing, and I definitely.
I know I am, Dom. It's okay. I know.
You know, I definitely
back in my chair right now.
Like I want to just bring the Star Wars love to more out there, to more people, and to enjoy and not to hate. Plain and simple.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about right there.
Don't use my finger there, Rick. That's my finger move.
That's it. Look, even though I'm a Sith at heart, I still have compassion. So there you go.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us. Kaitlyn, thank you so much. Rick, thank you so much. Dom,
I'm gonna send
always
you
a pleasure to have you all on the show.
You guys a little copy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Anytime.
Thank you, Chris.
Well,
You're welcome. Anytime. You guys are coming back next week anyway, so stop saying thank you. Say your P's and thank you laters. You guys are coming back next week again. Don't worry.
Are we invited this time?
You're always invited, Kaitlyn. You're always invited.
I'm just.
I invited Chris.
Rick, you're always invited. Dom, you're always invited.
Look, okay, thank you. I want to make sure that I'm invited because you know you got that vampire vibe. You have to invite a vampire in.
You're right.
You know, so you have to. So.
Oh, that was a good analogy. That was a good analogy. That was good, Dom. I will keep that in my book of secrets.
There you go.
For that. But guys, thank you for watching the Scavolitano Show. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for more sexiness, unboxings, reactions, breakdowns, Omega-ness, Grogu-ness, Ahsoka-ness, and Star Wars-ness, if that makes sense. That does make sense with it. I love that. Be kind to one another, guys, and may the Force be with you.
Always.
Bye.
Bye.
In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what.